That's what he leans in and says, and then Yugi stares back at him. They just look each other in the eye. They give each other a nod at the same time. They both know what's at stake. They know what that means. And then Yugi drops 30. So it works.
Simple as that.
It works. It's the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is here, and it's steaming.
It's delicious, Harry. It's Nuke. Third map of this series. This has really gone the distance. 16-14 for North. They just clinched the win on Train back on their map pick. Big were pulling the comeback of ages. But now we have a whole another age as 30 rounds embrace us on Nuke. Maybe even more. CT side start for Big. And they're actually favored on the Betway odds, funnily enough. This is a Danish blood map choice, but remember that Big have been putting in their homework recently. Torres, he moves forward right as they come out ramp. Unfortunate timing due to the fake down towards lower, but Smooth has already cleared that out. And Santoris, what a shot! He just destroys Gade. Didn't even look like he was aiming at him, just locks on. And is that the round done? Yes.
Yes, maybe. Yes, it is.
Yes, that's why I said yes.
Big, you gotta get the pistol round. I love how much Zentares just 360s. No, I was gonna say as a person, but no, he doesn't do it in the chair.
That would really screw the wires over. You're gonna yank some cables.
It would look sick for the first like 90 degrees, and then as all the wires and the monitor just and everything just slams off the desk,
knocks tabs and PC off.
It would be a spectacle.
Oh yeah,
but like maybe for the wrong reasons. See, and just as important as the wrong reasons, the right raisins, and they're one of your 5 a day. Now there's 5 players walking into this A site, and they're looking to get their fill of fruity, tasty, money-grabbing kills.
Quick question, do you like raisins?
No.
Yeah, exactly. You called them tasty, Harry. That surprised me. I
like young raisins. That
grapes.
Sounds like a rap. Young raisin. And that's what I'm going to refer to as grapes as now.
Or I'll stomp grapes wine then. Well, I mean, they are, obviously. Is that how you refer to wine? Like, I'll have your finest bottle of stomped grapes.
Well, no, because wine isn't complete garbage. There's the difference. Wow. Raisins are just gross.
Let's move past this, Harry. This could go on all day.
It could. I'm very opinionated on my raisins.
Yeah, you should see him when he gets on about grapes. Loves them. Cajun gets tagged going close door. Smuya drops vent here as Big sit 2-0 up into the first rifle round for North. Smuya already watching secret side. He's got lower under control. Very common to see an AWP play this position where Smuya is hiding on those stairs, watching up towards that outside position. There's not much control here at all for Big. It's just Smuya spotting, and he's going to double back. North are just hiding in the lobby for the time being anyway, with just Kiebi sitting a silo side. Minute on the clock, all the time in the world for North to make up their mind. But utility is starting to dwindle.
No one's seen anyone yet.
No.
This is a very slow-burning round, and that's more of a problem for Big than it is for North, right? This utility you mentioned, they've gone through it like a can of beans, and well, they're gonna bean down another. Gade getting caught exiting out from the squeaky door. Oh my word!
We still haven't seen anyone.
No, we still haven't even had a play. There we go. There's someone, and finally we've seen a kill, but not like in beef to the observer's way. There's just been smokes, and that's pretty much it.
15 seconds.
You've got to get into this site now if you're North. How do you even do this? It's ballsy. They're going for the B bomb plant, and they're going to get that. Maybe. Yeah, they've got it.
Just about. Ooh. Yeah, no. He was on the site, but he jumped, and the jump delayed his landing, obviously, because he's in the air. That's how gravity works. And you can't plant while you're flying, Harry. Didn't know if you knew that. Jump and stick it to a wall maybe, but got to type those numbers in. And yeah, he had time to plant open. Obviously, fair enough, wanting to get behind the silo. But either way, it's going to be a round for Big. And great work from Tizzy. Just mows them down through a smoke. Just doesn't even really need to take real fights. And that's going to be a 3-0 for Big. North buying up, though, with just some deagles and some smokes. Maybe a wall of smokes in the yard. delaying it as they know Big are throwing these nades outside, and there it is. The smoke's being lined up now for North. I've got a lurk in lobby just to make sure everything's under control and that Big aren't taking too much real estate. And Cajun might be able to find a kill through this door. There's a little gap, cheeky little hole, but no one really offering anything up. And now those smokes landing outside, Tabson's going to have to deal with that. He's got to worry about Silo as well. Kiebi's up there spamming the smoke, and instead he's just going to let them down. They don't have a rotate just yet. Smooya finally going to move him through the ramp room, so he can hold on to B. Next is just spamming for that cross as well, and the bomb is down lower. See ya.
This is still a round that could get it shouldn't be a round with the North ever, right? Like, they've got the B bomb site. They might be able to get a bomb plant. They shouldn't get the win here, but this is a round that could very much get out of hand, right? Like, if that bomb plant comes in and you're throwing into this retake and things are in disarray, I think a lot of it is going to come down to Cajun B on this late ramp play. If he's able to find a lot, because let's not forget, Big don't know how many players got down through Secret. Ooh. That's where Tabson has alleviated a lot of the pressure in this round. Cajun gets deleted, and so now it is just the 3 site players left to deal with. Big are going to group up and head in together. It's only Yugi left. He'll get silenced pretty damn quickly. Big going to grab that defuse. They take that nice and slow. They don't want to let the pistols get away with more than they should have. They're fine conceding that bomb plant because the buy was coming in anyway for the North camp.
Still a good round to get a B play, and you know, Smooya rotates down B, and then North just completely goes silent and sneak through Secret, and he has to rotate back up because he doesn't know where they are. Don't maybe, you know, not committed towards B, doesn't want to die and give them a gun down on lower, and that just gives North the room to move and get a bomb plant. And really, you know, if you're getting a free bomb plant on Nuke, you can't really complain about that, even if it doesn't work out after. Now the buy's in though, with the thanks to the money. Spam. Ooh, get some damage onto Gade, but nothing too significant. That nade, however, could be. Wow. Trapped to the back of the boxes, down to 18 health. Kirby trying to get cross smokes outside. Oh no, Cajun. Oh, he's burning. He's got a smoke. He's found himself a little gap of safety, but still real damage done by Big, and yet to see anyone as well. Kirby's found himself into the Secret, but Smooya's on B, and he's coming late up to deal with this.
And this is where, if you're North, you're looking at this round and you've realized you've taken so much damage, you've used a lot of utility, and you've got nothing to show for it just yet, right? The only thing that goes their advantage is Kirby being at Secret. Maybe he could spice the round up a bit from here, but this first relies on getting down ramp. Tizian mollied forward, forced into the guns of North. It is traded and things are kept even. Ramp control conceded by North after they work to grab it. They know that, you know, just having a presence there has done its job enough. You know, you forced rotates down towards B. You know the Big have had to prepare for this. Next tries to capture timing, but he just misses his opportunity. Smooya, surely this doesn't work, and it does not. AZ is ready and waiting. Only Xantares left. Likely he's just going to try and hold on to this Krieg.
Won't be allowed it though. Oh, AZ not getting the drop on him there. And Xantares is very tempting. He's got a kit. Give it a look in. Look for a frag. You could spam Cajun up above, who's already low. Common spot, but not in the post plant. And no one offering up a kill. Is that going to be the final nail in the coffin for Xantares? The thing that sends him back? Well, Kiebi might just send him back to spawn. That he will. First round for North on this T side. Slow and steady wins the race. And I like that, you know, they don't over-dedicate towards ramp there. And, you know, despite getting a lot of control, we see Big rotate 2 players onto B. And North just go down ramp and then walk back up to lobby. Walk onto A with only 1 player there to stop them. So really nice adjustment, avoiding the heavily stacked bomb site. And Smooya, I like the attempt on the vents, but unfortunately AZ had his eyes pinned. And so now Smooya coming in with the AWP, going straight towards the yard, actually straight into Mini here to hold onto that squeaky rush. Tabson watching for a silo play. And again, wall of smokes here for North is going to be the go-to in round number 6.
Ooh, Tabson. Going aggressive. Flashbang. No, not going to find anything. It's actually easy to get that trade. Cajun's already down in B from the vents as well. And that's now led to Zentares getting dealt with on this rotation. The bomb could get cut off here and now. Yugi down through Secret alone. Tizian, if he drops that now, the bomb are back under big control, but it might be brief. Tizian, is he anticipating AZ coming in late from Secret? He knows they've got to get a handle back on this bomb. Kierby's wrapping in through Heaven in the meantime, and Cajun's continuing to be a nuisance at this B side of the map. Tizian, okay, he's still got the bomb. That's all well and good, but with players falling across the map and north with just so much time on this clock to take up new positions, this is such a finicky, awkward round for everybody involved. Nex is going to catch Cajun. Tizian's now spotted another man over in Secret, and he hears the footsteps of Kierby moving into position. So on the back of that, he'll just move away. The one problem with this is big. They kind of have to divide their forces a bit here. With this bomb, you could go anywhere, but it's into Tizian they go. AZ's going to get the trade, and now it's Nex 1v1 versus AZ. Bomb plant's going to come in up on this A bomb site, and AZ's got plenty of time to set up a post plant here, planting it for the hut and main. And he can't go anywhere. Nex has got all the utility in the world. He's got to put that to good use if he wants to win this 1v1.
Lining up some mad set smoke there, it seemed, but it's got so much utility. Just thinking what the best way to use it is. Ooh, tight corner in the hut for AZ. This is a nice position. Will Nex expect it? Needs to have his gun out when he hits the site. AZ gets spotted, but he's low HP and doesn't get the immediate kill. Nex is able to flick back, and 5 rounds taken from Big. Yeah, I like the play to rotate that player up. I think it was Tizian who goes back up the vents to stop for that upper play, but he was already committed outside and couldn't get back after that first kill. Regardless, the clutch comes through for Big, and they are leading in a dominant fashion on the CT side. That first round for North could have been their ticket into this T side, but they've immediately been responded by Big. That flashbang outside missed as well. It went behind red. So Tabson, he was flash yard, but neither of the two Ts were blind. So the fact that he even gets away with a kill is impressive in and of itself. Nice play regardless. I love aggressive outside control as a CT, playing around that red box, being a nuisance, being supported by flashbangs, having an open CT to rain down covering fire. Can really make that outside position difficult. And, you know, obviously it's always been a mainstay of Nuke taking yard, but even more so now with the Kriegs. It's very hard to put an AWP in garage because the Kriegs are going to be able to take that duel and still win it. That was not a factor back with the AK. You would never even, you know, consider taking that fight. You would just smoke off garage and move past it. Well, now, you know, everyone's out in the yard having a party. 5-1 though for Big, and no AWP here for North as Smooya's back on his. It's going to be mollies towards that A site very early on.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we've seen a real trend of AWPers tending more towards either CT or going for a late secret peek for that exact reason. Not only are the SGs so strong towards outside, I think the spot that really causes you problems now is the silo, right? Because you can kind of gimp your angles around, you can gimmick your way to a kill there.
Back garage.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, it is just such a strong weapon, so the AWPs have had to change how they play outside as a result. AZ's opened this round up with a very quick kill down onto ramp, and with it, this B site has already got North players in tow.
Yeah, they're going to push the lobby. Tizian's close towards the door, and Yugi, does he expect it? Yes, right-eyed peek, gets away with that frag. Smooya making noise in the vents, but they're already on B, and at this point, Big have got to be considering saving. They would love to have this money in the follow-up round, and already 2 of these CTs falling back. Smooya, oh, it's close, but he's just going to get around this corner. AZ not quite spotting him, and oh dear, Kirby's in the yard. Smooya, he can't afford to really leave this position. And even if he goes for a peek, headshot angle, Kierby, oh, he's got this frag left, right, and center every day of the week as Smooya gets picked up. Tabson can't really focus on trading. He just wants to hold on to his gun. So it's going to be a round for North with 5 alive. Huge profit. Notably as well, Kierby hasn't taken that all. So North not interested in pulling it out on the T side, and I don't really blame them.
I mean, now no money for Big. This is where North can get this T side into a strong position nice and early. They're going to go for the fast A play. They know they're not up against much, and they want to take full advantage of that. They've gotten into the site already, and it's already fallen to the Danes.
Ooh.
Next. Ooh, with that kill, he's actually dropped the bomb, and that's in his vision somewhat. There's a bit of a gap in this smoke for him to go peeking under. North realized that, and they re-smoke it off. AZ's going to try and retrieve that bomb, but Nex has gone through, and no one's keeping an eye on this. Thankfully, Yugi's just swooped in at the last second and stops that before it becomes a problem. That could have been huge for Big. Now just Tizian and Xantares left up. They will get it back into a 2-on-2. And on the back of that kill, that's the one player inside of the site gone. The other two are set up in the post plant. So that actually means Tizian can do a bit more work from heaven. Kierby goes pushing in and sets up close here. Xantares walks into his demise. And for Tizian, only just emerging from heaven, Kierby lines up a nice easy shot. So he'll solidify that third round there for the North squad. They navigate the dangers of that A site well. They deal with those two rifles. They stop it getting out of hand, because it definitely could have at one point in time.
Yeah, and Big didn't really have the info as well, right? You can see from that first kill from Kierby, he was so deep under silo. Big were running out of heaven like they still had the A site. They only had players up in mini who killed immediately. So, yeah, just a lack of info there for Big. And North really starting to make this T side interesting now. It was a slow start, but they're on the board with what seems to be a fourth. Bomb is already down planting B. They ran down the vents knowing there was no Molotov to stop them on the Seco. And Big are just hunting for individual fights. Next on the Julie is like an absolute mad lad, but I don't think we're going to be seeing too much out of these pistols. Oh my god, that's an ang and a half, but Yugi is going to beat him, and Tizian's made a drop. They've heard that indeed. Yugi's coming back in for the kill. Nice shot. It's a Krieg, but he's got players coming in from the back, so Gage should be able to shut down this round. Ooh. Gets there in the end. 4 rounds for North. Nice clean anti-eco, only a single death. And now Big coming back in with a buy.
Yeah, and critically, you know, they're going to have the utility to accompany. They've got Molotovs, it's Sindris over on the CT side. I'm hoping that we see them purchased up, and we will have full utility across the board for everyone. That's pretty important, because in these last few rounds, North have really been flexing these kind of faster plays, right? Getting players down through the vent, going for these fast A plays out of spawn, and that utility has finally been able to put a stop to that and just corner North off now back into lobby. Kierby's gone aggressive outside in the meantime. He's so good at finding these little holes in the defense. He's hoping he can find another one here, but it's Tabson lying in wait. Cajun actually gets down through the vent.
They heard that.
Xantares has come rotating in to try and deal with it. He might get the backstab. Cajun should not be ready for a man here at the B site, but for Xantares, he doesn't know if Cajun's already in. He doesn't know if he's already made it to decon, so he's got to clear that out first, and only now going back towards the vents. This is cat and mouse, and they're just missing each other every single time.
Double door open though, that's info for Xantares. He hears Cajun running up ramp, and yeah, hook, line, and sinker dropped from the back. Another smoke towards the vent to get Gade down towards B, but at this point, that was a plan for North when they had B. They no longer do. Big kill from Gade, dropping Xantares down lower, but Yugi's not going to be able to get down through that smoke. And Gade, while he gets given a bomb plant, that's all he'll get given in his round. Big should have the retake under wraps, and Smooya hits a shot. It's going to be a 6th round taken on the CT side, with money this time at least being made by Big. Plenty of players surviving. Yeah, very unfortunate stuff there with Cajun getting caught by Xantares. All the timings going in favor of Xantares, even if he didn't know it. And also a note there, it didn't work out, but Kierby wrapped yard and he went for the mini pick, and they threw a flashbang in from door into mini, and I think it was Tabson there. Might be wrong, it could have been Tizian, but whoever was in main got, you know, pretty white from that flashbang, and still killed Kierby. But just shows the team play from North, trying to get these players out of mini, because Big have not been playing yard that much. Now that I say that, Smooth is here with the AWP.
Oh, and he's taken it close. This is not conventional AWPing from Smooya, and he's quickly shut down, but Tabson and Tizian, oh, they've got this crossfire set up, and they're helping each other out massively. Tizian with 3 kills there from the heavens. Even timing it with Nex's main push. And that there is why you see AWPers not really peeking outside anymore. Cajun demonstrating it.
Oh no, oh no.
He's hidden, and Tizian gets him at least.
Phew.
That would have been
Too
a real case study in why the Krieg is broken. How he won that, but he didn't. So the Krieg's fine.
Shut up. Well, spam shots from Tizian with that A1S from a range. He's able to get 4 in that round. So lovely stuff. Top of the entire server right now by a pretty significant margin as well. Next is next. Ooh. Cage has been so good at getting this pick outdoor every single time, sometimes even getting down towards B, pretty consistently in fact, but Smooya almost offers himself up. I think he wants Tizian's gun, and he has found it. But still a man down, and this is like a perfect round for North, right? They get a pick, they get a chance to back out lobby, they've not taken a point of damage, they can go for the yard smokes, they have a huge advantage, and can try and work this bomb down towards B. Da-dum, da-dum.
They get down secret. Smooya, come on. They're walking his way. Ooh, he's gonna get pounced on there. It's Yugi, the Panther, to shut him down. And now the B-bomb site fallen. This little secret push has worked out for North. And Xantares can't hold on to this site alone. He can't do anything to get them back into the round. Bomb plant found now for North. And Big, they're trying to get away. But Kirby, he can taste the lead. It's all in his mouth, and he's fallen. He's gone. We knew that would happen. Cajun, meanwhile, he's the man that can taste the frags. He can smell these saving players over at ramp. He doesn't really go hunting much further than this. He's going to let them get away with these 3 rifles. So Big, that's actually pretty important. They have weapons now across the board in this next round. North, they'll get this 5th, and this is already a good T-side from the Danes.
Yeah, right, job done at this point. Anything on top is just bonus rounds. North, considering they are Danish, you know, they're going to need more rounds, Harry. Well, not going to need, they're going to want more rounds, Harry. And I'm sure they'll be in the horizon. Big just holding the lead by 2. I think if Kirby doesn't get flash ramp there, he gets 2 kills. But the flash drew Big's attention back towards ramp. They weren't watching it. They were just walking up at one point, but unfortunate timing there for North. Either way, they will take the round by storm. Smooya back to the vents with the AWP. That's a ballsy position, but we've seen him in a lot of them so far. Is he trying to do what JW did the other day? This is mad. This is absolutely mad, and it's going to work. Fantastic. Cajun getting picked up, trying to drop down vents. What a way to start a round.
Yeah, let's see if Smooth W can find anything else down here towards this B-bomb site. He'll reposition with that AWP. Xantares is at ramp, and he's got players coming his way. They're ripe for the challenge, and he'll back off, concedes ramp to North. Now with this foothold, they don't have to commit to B. Just having this side of the map creates a lot of problems for Big, because that hell position could still open up at the potential for an A play here. You've got to keep players in this side of the map. Removing Kirby outside has at least helped and can give them some other avenues to try and explore. And now dealing with Yugi even, going aggressive into hell. They've shut down this ramp play, and Xantares has spotted that. He re-aggresses, he makes that cool, and now Big, with almost everyone up at this A side of the map, there is no way that Gade can make this one a reality. Surely not. 30 seconds left. Does deal with Xantares. So a 1v4.
But 20 seconds and 3 on the A site. He is not getting through this hut and looking to just save the gun, I imagine. Unless he's diving out with 10 seconds left, hoping that no one's watching this, but that is far from the truth. Tizian has that cross, and even if he doesn't, Nex is above. So just holding on to the Krieg in the hut. And no one is going to be able to stop him. So an 8th round for Big. Ooh, these wallbangs getting dicey, but he won't get taken down. And there's still money to buy around this as well. Not only can the rest of his team buy, but he can drop over a gun to Kiebi, who is the only player with a little less. So this is a ballsy play from Smooya. I wonder if he was going to do what I think JW did at Turkey, where he sat on like the edge of the vents holding door. He gets a shot into door, and then he just drops vents, right? Like just presses presses left, one click, and he's already down because he's just on the edge. Like dangerous, but safe at the same time, if you know what I mean. North now calling out tactical pause, not content with 5 rounds after this T side. They want just a little bit more.
I mean, everyone always wants more of a good thing.
Of a good thing.
Can't have too much of a good thing. I'm a big
well,
believer in that.
I don't know, mate. I've heard heroin's pretty good, but I think you can have too much of that.
You know, I guess it depends on your definition of pretty good. I have no doubt that the experience is pretty, eye-opening, but also like pretty not that great either. You know, I can't spit. Hugo, man,
You dabble?
that should be how we. That should be a little content piece that we do.
I'll pass. I hate needles.
Oh, that's actually.
That's actually the only thing stopping me.
Yeah. Well.
8-5.
Yeah. Let's try and get back into this one if we ever can get there. Up in the hand of Smooya, and there isn't one for North. They haven't been picking that up. Instead, it is just these rifles. Gabe was obviously able to hold on to his. They've at least got that to look forward to. Outside play from Yugi, but Smooya's already opened up with a bit of main aggression. The Kriegs. Oh, I thought that was going to be a kill going the way of North, but no, Nex has done a great job of just ducking out after getting the first man. Yugi's got down through Secret. And so for Tabson, there's the trade. He was just waiting for it, and Yugi delivers it to him.
Uh-oh. Flashing AZ out through the door, potentially, but AZ's taking his time with this one, hoping for a repeat from main. Only one player on the A site right now. There are Heaven control, or is Heaven control rather, for Big, so couple here, but that smoke can easily allow for a vent drop. Even if Smooth can see it, it's unlikely he'll be able to stop it with the AWP, so focused on main anyway. There's an avenue down towards B. What is this boost? Hello? Hello? Very nice. That's a great kill, but is it going to be enough to get them back into the round? Both down into vent. No one here on B apart from Tabson, who is stuck inside of the ramp room. He won't be able to stop this play. Still waiting for a lurk that's not coming through. North have taken control of the site. Not only that, but AZ's pushed up as well. Great kill for Tabson. That's going to make this a clutch situation. AZ, 1-on-3. Found the head. Almost the second. That could have been it. But Tantara is too quick on the trigger. And Big, 9 rounds at the half. 1 left for North to try and stem the bleeding on this T side.
And yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So I think, 5 rounds T-side, it's not awful, but it is the bare minimum. And you're going up against Big, a team that we've seen. They've got some very interesting little tricks up their sleeve for their T-side, right? You think back to that Molotov that Chad has shown off a bunch of times. He's been obsessed with it. That Molotov that they've learned to throw in from T-roof that burns out a player up in the rafters in that position above the hut. And so it's little things like that that can make all the difference heading into this second half. I think for North, you are hoping for a 6-9 affair. Especially when you think back to the kind of blinding start that they got off to.
how is Cajun always in B? He's been getting down vents round after round. This time Tabson's not aware of it. Xantara is dropping Kiebi. Smooya needs to run, but he's not going to have many opportunities to survive if he sticks around, and Yugi drops him from above. The AWP gone and picked back up by the Danish AWP player. Tizian's going to follow shortly as North. They do get that 6th round. They do get the all-important difference maker. Let's see if it will make a difference, though, as they head into their CT side. Now the favored half as we go for a quick break. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring
Well, we've seen some glimmers of hope on either side of the equation, and it feels like at this point in time, either one of these two teams is ready to take this series over the line. We're into map number 3. We've gone the distance. For those of you who are just tuning in, we'll try and recap it as best we can. We saw this open up on Mirage, the map pick of Big. There they took a dominant victory. First half, very back and forth. Second half, almost entirely goes their way over on the CT side. Then Train, a 30-round affair, narrowly closed out by North. Here on Nuke, things will be decided. And it all starts with this pistol round. You can see the Betway odds putting this one in favor of Big. North looking to try and prove the numbers wrong. Kiebi's waiting over here in the vents, and he's just decided to go through. Ooh. He will get betrayed there by the timing. Kiebi now picked up, and this A play underway. Big, they've got the man advantage, and they're looking for even more.
Oh, the Inchakazi, he gets 2 kills from that position while blind. Xantara is getting spammed from another couple of angles, but Next comes in to bail him out. Bomb is dropped in the open, and Yugi knows it, taking control of the A site. He's trying to win this fight to Xantara as Knows he's already tagged up, but double peek coming through, missed shot. And now they know where Yugi is. They're going to try and cross-get that bomb. Ooh, it's so close. And Xantara's dodging death. Now they have a route down towards that B bomb site, and Yugi's still hanging around, waiting for that second player. Xantara's hasn't budged at all, but that's given Yugi a way back in. He's now got a 1v1.
Oh, Nex is going to drop that smoke, and he's just taunting Yugi with it. Yugi's now got no choice but to kind of mull this one over, sit here and wait for this to fade. And if you're Yugi, right, you're really making this hard, not hard for yourself. Nex has made it hard for you, right? Like, he's given all the time in the world to reposition. And so suddenly Yugi's only hope is that from tapping this bomb, he can catch Nex on a peak. And Nex knows he doesn't have to overextend. He doesn't have to mind gain himself here. And yeah, that's the round. It's all over. Yugi can't get it done in the 1v2.
That's a really smart play from Nex to not play the smoke and to back off. He knows that not only will the smoke buy time, but a passive position buys even more time. And considering he can just play that bomb, he jiggles, he sees Yugi's not on it, and there you go, just no need to fight. And in a one-on-one where you don't have a kit, there's no option for Yugi. There's nothing you can do. You can't stick it, and you can't fight him. You've just got to run. So a round for Big as they pick up the T-side pistol, and that should skyrocket them forward. Double digits immediately found, and North have got to take an eco. This buy is gross. 4 Mac 10s. I love to see it. And actually going outside with them as well. There's one rifle on Nex. Also, actually up and above on Silo. North looking to push lobby, but the Mac 10s should make quick work of them. However, there are a lot of CTs here, and Xantara's was not ready for that. Tizian going to try and follow up with 2, make it a 3rd. Good trades, but it doesn't matter ultimately. These are only Mac 10s being gifted over, and there's still this Krieg to lay down the pain on the A site. Yugi running and gunning back in, and he gets 1, but it's not going to be the round for North. That being said, they make it interesting, they make it costly, but Big is certainly going to want to upgrade guns coming into the first rifle round.
And hey, I mean, the fact that Yugi is able to get, in those last 2 rounds, he gets 3 kills, one of them with the SMG, the other 2 with pistols. He gets $1,200 from that. And so that on top of the residual cash flowing on him means not only does he get the AWP immediately, but he's even got armor behind it. And that's something that you don't often have heading into this first buy round over on the CT side. Is that going to be enough to turn the tide of battle early in favor of the Danes? The wall of smoke is down towards outside, and Kjaerbye has been forced to take these fights. Molotov puts him into the firing line, but he fires back.
Ooh, Xantara's needs his kill right now. Kjaerbye's been caught out. Damage was done to Tizian, and Cajun's actually finished that kill as well. So keeping things in the 4-on-3, the advantage to North as Cajun leaves the ramp room. Gates actually re-pushed back into the A site as well. Xantara's in mini, and the bomb waiting lobby side. There's not a lot of options here for Big. You just got to hope that North give you a pick. They can wait for Xantara's to wrap heaven, but that is going to be covered by Yugi, who is checking it on a timing. He's not exposed to it either, so this is a favorable fight for Yugi, somewhat. More than favorable with him holding the angles. Xantara's going to check from lower, but he won't see Yugi in this position. And this is where things get really hard for Big, right? No utility apart from on Xantara's, and he can't throw anything to give away his position. If Smooya maybe shoots, it could bait attention, but it's too much of a risk, so he's just going to take this dry peek. Smoke going out for Yugi. Good timing as well. Smooya's going to walk out through the door, but Yugi's doubled back. He's dropped onto the site, and even though that's given room for Xantara's to move, it's not going to matter. 20 seconds, and this round is done. Cajun's even going to clean it up with the final kill, and that's a nice, clean round from North as well.
Yeah, they deal with losing Kjaerbye early. They lose that outside foothold as well. And even with Xantara's, as you point out, getting a lot of room, North is still very much in control of that round throughout. And so, you know, 7 now on the board, no money left for Big. A real good shot to propel yourself into this second half in a big way over on the Danish side of things. Fast vent play tries to be the order of the day, but with Kriegs and M4s on the other side, death is the only certainty here for Big, as it's just Nexus and Xantara's left. Okay, they get 1, but no more.
You're a prophet, Harry. 1 step ahead. But yeah, clean anti-eco.
I'm a prophet with an F, mate.
Profit.
I meant in the middle, didn't I, man? Like, come on.
Never know, Harry. The English language is a crazy place. A lot of words.
Maybe I could be a prophet with a B, and then I'd be a bop it. And that was a fantastic children's toy.
I like that. Yeah.
That was
Twisted.
That was the original like e-gaming. It was bop it, competitive bop it.
Yeah. You've not sold me on that one, but nice try.
Twist it. Pull it.
Far on his head. Nex has done that. Kirby's going to trade back though. And he didn't see that player push up, and that's unfortunate. tabseN's going to get the drop on him. That's a gun and armor. A 3-on-3. This is a very good situation for Big to be in, considering they are on pistols right now. But this fight is going to make all the difference. tabseN gets that pick on A, and the bomb gets dropped in yard. Cajun has just saved the round here for North. That could have been an A-side plant with Yugi stuck on B with an AWP. Cajun has kept this round up for question, and even though he's not holding onto the bomb, Yugi's about to move up from lower, and if he times this perfectly, then Big could be in a very, very sticky situation.
Yeah, this crossfire is so strong between Cajun and Yugi. If Yugi even lands one shot, this is the round done, right? Because you're going to be so focused on dealing with this AWP in secret.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's only the damage, but there's Cajun. That's that crossfire coming into fruition. Xantares, he's not given an avenue back into this round. He has gotten ahead of the flash, and Yugi's now posted up on main. He never saw him leave.
Boy.
So Xantares, as far as they're aware, he's still at the A-bomb site. That is not the case. Thankfully, Yugi moves off the angle, albeit briefly, and that means Cajun has to start to consider the potential of a push, and that into gets him ready and waiting. 9th round for North.
I'm glad this is on land, because otherwise I think Cajun's cheating. Literally, like, turned around. The second Xantares starts to wrap him, Cajun starts watching his backline. Xantares doubles back, and then Cajun checks it. Just so aware of what Xantares was doing there. So ready for the cross. And great shots from Kirby and Cajun alike, but Anti-Eco gets very close, but around is around. North are putting them up on this CT side, making this game interesting. No AWP here for Big. No need, really. North didn't take it on the T side either, despite Smooya having it on the defense. Trying to take outside. Yugi's once again down secret with the AWP very early in the round, and actually just no info in yard. North are playing extremely passive. Kirby's watching for that main split. That's it. Yugi isn't fighting yard, he's just holding secret to B, so North are really making Big work for these kills and work for this map control. Reposition from Kirby. Ooh, he could spot ahead. Tizian's found a pick in the meantime out through door. Next getting tagged. That nade should finish the job, and it does. Gun dropped in no man's land. tabseN trading that kill, chasing through yard, and now a 4-on-3 for Big.
Oh, Yugi could catch Smooya getting into main, but he's just missed the timing. Cajun at least has alleviated all the pressure there with that kill onto tabseN, and Gade now from atop the hut, locking this one in. The bomb was left all the way back as well, so Tizian had to go back for it, and that now leaves him alone. If you want to look for silver linings here for Big, at least North don't know where you are with this bomb, right? At least he's got some room to work with. They've just cleared outside, or at least so they think, over on the North side of things.
But there's just no time.
Oh, hang on. Gade's looking at Hart. Yugi's actually just pivoted towards Mini. So yeah, this round should be solidified, and Yugi will make it so. 10-11 now. It's A11.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Not E11.
How many 11s? A. Just one 11. I'll have 2 of your finest 11s, please, good sir.
Well, you know, 11 rounds. That actually works, because we're English. It sounds like we're just slanging it up.
Oh, no, half the words I say aren't actually words. They're just noises close to the word.
Yeah.
People assume I'm saying
words
the full
are
word.
just noises. Like, our lips move in a certain way. That when I, like, you know, the things coming out my mouth is just things we hear. You know, I don't think about that too much.
Yeah, you're interpreting that. I'm just making sounds, really.
Wow.
So that's how you stop yourself from being held accountable for anything you ever say. Right there. That's your go-to.
Words are just noises.
Words are just noises.
But, you know, all noises have meaning.
Even screaming. Especially screaming.
It's a good rhyme. It's a nice way to remember it. Words of meaning, especially screaming. And let's see.
Who will be screaming in this one? Probably Big. They're standing in hot, fiery coals as they run through the hut. Gade up above, laying down the pain rather, as he swaps to the pistol. He's eventually going to get killed. Finally, but no bomb plant yet for Big. It's dropped out in the open. Zantares finds a gun, but he doesn't find his hands to use it. They get ripped clean off, and Cajun, he is tucked very safely in the lobby. Smooya not going to be able to get that frag. And North, they've done it. They've equaled up the scoreline. 11-11, Harry. Pulling things back on the CT side, as we would expect. This is kind of the rut that Big got stuck into back on Train, right? You know, having an excellent CT side, showing great stuff early on the T side, and then just falling apart. And North just picking up round after round. They got 7 in a row on CT side Train to get themselves up to 13. It went the full 30, but they clinched the victory. And similar scenes here. Another fast A play for Big.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I blame them, right? You look at that round there, where they got so close with P250s, they got so close with pistols, they believed that with the rifles, they might be able to make it so. You're still going to get past AZ, and next will dethrone him. This A site finally goes the way of Big. Bomb plant going to come in, and they'll find a 12th round on the back of this fast A push. You can't just keep rinse repeating this, or so you would like to think. You know, that round there, North didn't throw in those early Molotovs to delay that fast play. I think anticipating that there's no way Big just go for that A rush again.
Surely they don't try it twice, haha.
And that's the thing, you know, now I feel like just as a precaution, if you're North, you're going to be dropping those Molotovs, right? You're not trying to hold on to them till later in the round, which is what they wanted to do here. They were hoping that Big was going to go back to a slower default. That's something North have been doing well, is managing that utility until later on in the round.
And, you know, now left in the pocket of Big is ramp, right? It's something they've not really been too focused on this T side so far. Even just taking control and forcing the CT down B. You don't even have to get a kill. You can really adjust those CT positions by making the ramp player rotate, forcing an A player off of Heaven down to watch Hell, or an outside player back to watch Hell. And that just gives you a lot more room to work with elsewhere. So I'd like to see Big put a little bit more pressure on the ramp room. They've been going for a lot of mini splits, a lot of door control. Outside has been prevalent, and it's not been the most successful. So fast A works wonders for them once, but not, as you said, something they can, you know, rinse and repeat too much. There are the mollies from North, this time coming down, playing things safer. Tabson is in the yard, but he's going to get hurt, and he's getting fast down towards B. AZ getting caught up in main. Tizian's just run through A. They are going to hit A right after the Molotovs. Gade is in the hut. They won't expect this, and he catches one off guard. Can he get a double? Yes, and Yugi has followed up with the orb. This is a massacre on the A site with Gade getting 3 frags out of a hut, and that's going to be North securing the round. Those A entries come in for Big, but past that, nothing.
And that's the thing, you know, like we think back, and it's been a while, so you'd be forgiven to kind of, you know, forgetting it, but you think back to Mirage, and one of the things that we were loving about Big is it just kind of felt like everyone was on the same page. You had Tabson who could open up rounds, and you had Zantares who could close them out, and it was a nice little synergy, right? Everyone was kind of building off of each other. Here on Nuke, and kind of the case back on Train when they started to have this T-side slip through their fingers, is that it does just start to feel a little bit disjointed at times, right?
Yeah,
like, you see players getting away with far more than they should be able to on the North side of things, as well as that, you know, a few of these rounds we've had players, I think a lot of this as well is North doing a great job of conditioning Big to constantly be worrying about these flanks and things like that, but there's always players, you know, just having to hang back. You think about it, there's been a few rounds where they've even forgot the bomb over on the T side. Not that it's ever really been in a position where it would hurt them, but it's like, in rounds where, okay, even if they get into the bomb sites, they don't have the bomb to begin with. So it's like, and we've never really even seen them get into the sites, it feels like. So problems starting to accrue here for Big. They're desperate to try and fix them now as we're approaching the latter stages of this second half. It's trades between the Orcs outside, and Smooya is the only man keeping this even right now. He's allowed Big a 3-on-3, and outside control getting taken. Tabson helping out with the kill onto Kierby, and Tizian, well, he's just missed that timing onto Gade rotating down through the vent. He can get the information that this A site is completely empty.
Yeah, Tabson's had to go back and get the bomb, so Tizian's double back inside of lobby to clear this position out. Very common to see a ramp player flank radio, but that hasn't been the case in this one. Cajun's gone back towards the yard to watch outside. And Big, I like this play. Just group up and hit A together. They've got a kill. Gade's come up the vents, unfortunately timed as Tizian was holding it. And now Cajun, really, you're considering saving at this point. You found yourself a gun. You might try and go for a kill, but you know, Molly's landing in heaven. Big with a 3-on-1 on the A site. The only positive here to take away is the fact that 2 players are low. And Cajun's going for this, by the way. He didn't pick up that AWP and save. He's flanking lobby instead with the M4. This is going to be an attempt to win this round, but he's going to get blindsided. tabseN getting caught, low HP. Smooya gave him that AWP. He's now up on the Creed. Cajun, they could line up for him, but Smooya's there with a trade. A massive round from the young Brit. 2 AWP kills outside and the Creed kill in that 1v1.
So Big, they get that round, but it gets a lot closer than it felt like it was going to. It's down to that 1v1. Only 1 man surviving. Obviously, that's Smooya. He was at least able to hold on to the AWP, so that's allowed him to have one into this round. No money left over on the north side of things, so a chance for Big to throw themselves up to a 14-12 lead. Really getting some train vibes from this map.
I love this boost. This is great. Not going to be something you'd expect.
Well, especially because it's really not too uncommon to, you know, throw some nades into this position, do little peeks to try and catch a man over at the back. Obviously, there's no nades, nothing for North to work with. But I like this boost for that reason, because it's not uncommon to see players throw nades in or take a peek into Squeaky or, you know, try and get a Molotov to the player over at that back box.
Kirby's pushed outside, and Big have no one pushed in the yard. If this A play comes in, Kirby can have a big flank, and he's actually activated it already. He's already coming in from the back line. Next is going to spot it. Keep you updated with that as the A push comes through. Tizian lines up 2, and that's a bomb taken as well on A. The flank, oh sorry, AZ does get 1 kill. The flank only just coming in. Kirby doubles back through the main smoke, and that's caught. Cajun almost dropping the bomb. This is getting hairy here. Yuki in a 1-on-2. He's got a chance, but getting caught dropping off of the heavens. Next will save the day. Tizian, 3 massive kills, and he was down to 10 health as well. Really needed that round if you're Big. You can't afford to fall to USPs and Deagles at this kind of scoreline, but they will take 14.
And so North, you've got to give them props, because in these last few rounds, they've done a stellar job. You know, 1 player surviving in the round before last, 2 players surviving there up against Pistols. You've done a great job of leaving Big kind of hamstrung in terms of the money. They've still got some residual cash, but you posted yourself up well so that if you win this, Big are not going to have a lot to work with. Fast A play to get players down through the vents. They get 2 into this position, so surely this is going to be the B commitment for Big. Ooh. They get into the site. Cajun securing both, and oh no! They thought that getting those players down into the vents was into the land of opportunity, but instead it's into the moors of Cajun B at that B bomb site. He had his own like Rorschach moment. You know, I'm not locked in here with them. They're locked in here with me down at that B-bomb site. And so maybe just the last-ditch A play from Big.
tabseN got a smoke kill, just spamming it to take down AZ. You can see this flank from Kirby. It could be massive, and Gade's tucked in as well. Tizian's not ready for it. tabseN coming through the smoke. Smooya does catch Yugi pushing ramp, but there's still another flank to deal with, and it won't even matter. Gade gets that frag on A, dropping the bomb, and Kirby activated in the lobby. That's another round for North. Coming up clutch here. Competitive stuff from Cajun and co. And now Big maybe on the back foot. Despite having the round lead, the money is not there. They've got to take an eco. Harry, we have another 30-rounder on our hands, maybe even more.
For Big, the priority now is doing what North have done such a good job at, which is just, you know, keeping your opponent's economy on the back foot, trying to whittle away as much as you physically can.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no, this could be bad. This could be bad. Luckily enough, Gade's head is on a swivel. He's back over to main, even with players outside and a man CT vent. He's still ready to step up and take responsibility for that position. 4 kills from Gade at a critical moment there to solidify that 14th round for North. And I was saying that you really needed damage there if you're Big. They don't get a single kill in that round.
Yeah, you'd think that Gage was alone on the A site for the amount of players that he's killing. He's killing no matter where they're coming from, Harry. Hut, 2, main 1, just ready for everything, apparently. And great hold from Gage. He came up clutch back on train near the end.
So that's something else as well, right? So we've seen Gade play on top of those A silos a hell of a lot inside of the site. And I think usually it's a pretty like garbage position because you're too open, there's too many angles.
Yeah.
But because they're playing this 3-man A-hold, he knows he's got so many teammates there to help him out that suddenly that top silo position is one that's very, very versatile. He can fight every angle and then just drop down into the bomb site and have his teammates there to pick up the pieces and help out.
Yeah. And of course, against armorless pistols, there's no way they're even hitting a shot on you. You're going to aim punch them before that's even a factor. Cajun, almost getting his head ripped clean off on ramp. He's going to drop down B, playing it safe. This is the first time we've seen Big take ramp in 10 rounds. So keep that in mind. Maybe coming in a little too late here, but if it could get them over the finish line, that could be enough. But Yugi watching tabseN outside does not let him get control. Even with these rotates down towards B, North still have 2 players on top of that A site with another one in heaven and Big are walking right into it.
Oh, Easy sees the shadows over that smoke. Tizian will at least deal with him. In response, they try and get down the vent. And oh no, it was the bomb to go in first. Smooya, he's got the package. He's got the bomb on his back, but he's got to deal with Kirby, and that is easier said than done. North gonna reach map and series point here. 15-14. It's going the distance, the full 30 rounds at a bare minimum now.
And this would be a heartbreaking loss for Big. Think back to how this series started, Harry. They got a 16-7 win on Mirage. They battered North on Big's map pick. It wasn't even looking close. tabseN was just getting 3 kills around every round. Antares with the final 2. And oh, how the tables have turned. A close loss on train after being in control almost all game long. And then North to pull back after, a 6-round T-side, perfectly fine. And they may just drag it over the finish line.
And that's the thing, we speak about this, the kind of situation that Big find themselves in and why it's so heartbreaking, but you look at the context around this entire event for them, right? This is really the most important thing that they've got going on. And you think back to the first time we saw them here in the Pro League, and it was a similar story, right? It was them getting close, but always seeming to fall at the last hurdle. They were hoping that coming back here into this this final chance to reach the grand finals over in Odense, I don't know, one of them, but, chance to reach the grand finals there. And that's the thing. I mean, it might just end up slipping through their fingers again, at least here in this series. And this is something that Big have been all too used to throughout the Pro League. Fast A play to decide the fate of Big in this series. They get players down vent. One of them is the bomb. Next here with that package, the bomb plant can come in. And it might be this B retake to decide how this series unfolds. Will it be an overtime, or will it be a crushing defeat for Big and a monumental comeback from North? Cajun already in position at ramp. The nades found good damage. tabseN's tried to capture timing, but Kirby is there to deal with him. And now next, well, he will get that bomb planted at the very, very least. He's looking to these Mac 10s, the bodyguards around him, his entourage of Mac Daddies to make this round. So, bomb ticking away. North pumping the brakes, clearing all of these flanks, all the angles. Now they know more than ever that all 3 of these players are down in this site. And now the retake is on.
Yeah, but the time is ticked, Harry. The bomb is so low. That molly misses. That's going to cut North off. They've got to get into this site right here, right now. And no one's even on or near the bomb for that matter. They get another kill. Smooya's stuck trying to dive through the smoke. Damage from Next. He gets a kill blind. Smooya, same story. He's got a double. This is still winnable. There's no time. They've done it. It's OT and Big. Just off of time, win the round. North spent so long dedicating to clearing out lobby with 2 players after they'd already killed the one fake, the one lurk that was in lobby. He came out radio, they pick him up, and still they dedicate 20 seconds to flanking or to watching for flanks. Definitely expecting a little bit more coming out from Big, but it's just the hidden play, the stuck at the back of the bomb site that wins it for Big.
And that's the thing, you know, if you take that long, but then you get in and the kills present themselves, it's no worries. I think a lot of that round on the back of, you know, taking so long and then missing that Molotov that holds back the ramp push really undoes that retake for North. And now we find ourselves in overtime. It feels like we shouldn't have been here, and Kirby, he's kind of angry about how that round has panned out. He knows it's not good enough if North want to go on to be world beaters. And so he's opened this round up. He's looking for even more. Next, to dodge the firing line of Kirby, drops off the top of Silo, and he's still finding kills. He's got a double towards outside, and Gravity's even helped him out by whittling down next. Tizian's carved a path into the A bomb site, but it is a path fraught with peril. Danger around every corner. And Gade, oh, he just checked out. He thinks it's clear. Gade's dead, mate. Gade's gone. He's got no idea. He's probably thinking, there's someone heaven. How's he there? Yugi, what are you even watching, mate? What are you even watching,
This isn't a
lad?
bug, Harry. Oh, he's watching Yard, and he's picked up another lurk. The bomb may be down for Big, but it's a 2-on-4. They've got some flashbangs, but at this point, you're focusing on headshots, not utility. AZ going to be coming back up from the vent. Zantares close, Mini getting flashed in. No one here. Yugi giving away his position a little bit too late. Zantares is going to get a chance to get out of dodge. Molly cannot go down. He knows Yugi's here. Missed shot, not characteristic of Zantares. Tizian will bail him out, but Zantares is dead. Tizian needs everything, and he can't do it on his own. 2 kills in the post plant, 3 in the round, but that's all the kills Big have for their name. 16 to North. They take the first of OT.
And I think your heart's really got to go out to Tizian, who is fighting tooth and nail, and teeth and nails, plural, all of it, mate. He's given a bit of dead skin from his feet. It's all in there, bro. He's trying. He's really trying. 29 kills in the server.
Damn.
And it might not be enough.
Same story for Cajun as well. He's top of his team, respectively. And yeah, we have not been devoid of highlights from Cajun today. Is it going to be enough, though? Can Tizian take Big over the finish line? Kirby has been so aggressive, so keen to fight, and I don't blame him. He's been winning him out. Think with the grenade, that could finish the kill, but just tucked around the corner was Tabson. And of course, it's Tizian to get the opening kill. Oh my, even spamming down Gade as well. North can't catch a break in this round. Obviously, this one's extremely important. Big don't want to get 3-0'd on the T side. Yugi catching that cross down towards Yard, looking for a little bit more, and he might just find it, but Smooth has conceded that position, and Yugi's going to double back. That gives Big a chance to split main if they want.
Even if they go for this A play, though, once again, you've got to go back and grab this bomb. Now, it's not the end of the world, but it's going to give you some time to rotate into position if you're North. Yugi fighting for his life, but it's a very limited fight. AZ's in with an equalizer. Cajun's mopped up Smooya, and Zantares, he is having to begin this lengthy pilgrimage back for the bomb, all the way back here in T-Spawn. 40 seconds, and once again, you can look at this and say, okay, well, at least they don't know where you are. But also, you don't know where they are.
It's like deja vu, Harry. And 30 seconds. It's the same situation. We've seen this
We have
exact
been here
thing before. Yeah. And he has no time to really get a bomb plant. He's going to have to run at some point. And at that point, North know where he is. And, you know, at this level, if you're running down secret, you're dead. He's going to try and get as close as he physically can without making a single step. But does he get the drop on AZ? Surely not. Tucked on the right side. He's just going to start running, and he's already dead. There it is. The kill coming through, and the round taken by North. Bit sloppy, but they don't care at this point. 17 rounds, 2 in a row. And that was everything for Big Harry again. Like you said, these massive advantages. That A site uncaved by Big, and the bomb. They have to go back for it. That just gives time for the rest of North to rotate into A and get the kills required. Yugi, heroic efforts from him on the AWP. He's someone we've wrapped on a little bit, but I think he's really stepped up in this game of Nuke. Not an easy place to run that AWP, but he's been finding so much success.
I told you, man, you bring in, you know, Messioso.
to whisper in his ears.
And he said, you know, if you win, Yugi, if you make all the difference here, big bonuses come your way.
Another opening kill for Tizian.
And once again, it's through a smoke. AZ is the one to absorb that. Tizian, he's looking for even more. Just stay away from the smokes. Gade, seriously, I think you're a stellar player. You're fantastic. But don't mess around with Tizian and these smokes. It doesn't end well. Doesn't end well for Yugi either. Down towards Secret. Smooya beats him in the head-to-head.
Oh, the bait.
Comes in for that trade onto Tizian, better late than never, but it's immediately cancelled out. Gage tries to make all the difference, and he bites the dust as well. Cajun B, you mentioned how we've had highlight play after highlight play from this man. This 1v4 would be exactly that.
Oh, the bait shot with the orb, though. It gives room for them to get down and out through those smokes. Next is going to run out Hut, and he will clean things up big. They at least get one at the end of the half. 2-1 CT side Nuke, pretty standard stuff for overtime. Will it be enough though for Big? They're gonna have to do exactly what North did and better moving over to the CT side. They're gonna need a flawless run if they want to get this victory. North, they only need 2 T side rounds. Seems easy with all the money in your hands, but that goes both ways.
Important to remember that now, because you've got max money as well, Big aren't going to have any of these problems, not just with buying, but more so in terms of having the Molotovs and the smokes to delay these fast plays from North. And so those have gone in early, and they've done exactly that. No one is, you know, you think about how many times guys like Cajun were able to get down those vents. That's not an option here. Outside smokes are in. And once again, cue up the Pink Panther music.
Xantares.
Yeah, he's holding this just on the right-hand side of his screen, so he gets a pixel of information, and then he drops that smoke. Now, not the best smoke I've ever seen.
They're not going through that, though, I can assure you. No interest from North. They've got time. Plenty of it, 50 seconds. Xantares, though, ooh, don't want to play that smoke against him. That nade could be devastating, and it's pretty damn good. Molotov to follow. Now things get hot here for North. They throw a counter molly back in. That's going to force him out, but he climbs up on top of the B site. This is such a powerful position. And North are coming right at him. 35 seconds. They've got to commit to this one. They can't afford to go back up towards A. Events would be their only way, and even that is slightly unrealistic. Wrapping the window. Crossfire is here, but needs to worry about Decon as well. Oh, it's going to get swung open. Xantares watching his back. tabseN trying to cover window. That's the bomb dropped. 19 seconds. They can't get it. Xantares is doubled up, and the bomb is still in no man's land. There's still a man up on the A site as well, but no CTs here. They're all stuck down lower, and Xantares, he may have been quiet, but he's roaring to life in overtime. 3, make it a 4th, and the bomb getting planted. Even with that going down, he is going to get dropped. Cajun to be finished off, and it's Big to start off their CT side successfully.
I don't know what it is, but North,
Keep those arms limber,
yeah.
Keep the blood flowing.
It's good because, you know, tabseN's doing some pretty heavy lifting every now and again, and so his arms are going to get tired, and that's where the coach can come in and help out, right? Like, it's a lot of energy to cheer. Be happy all the time.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
But no, I mean, that's the thing. I was going to say, for North, it almost feels like since losing that retake up against the MAC-10s, I don't want to say they're doubting themselves, but that like very much confident style of just kind of taking heads-up plays and playing off of one another has moved into instead what feels like maybe, I don't want to say overcomplicated, but it's just like they're taking too long to decide on when and where they want to go.
It goes both ways, right? Big have had their own issues when it comes down to that clock, that bomb, all of the above. Smokes being set up on that A site, but North looking to wrangle with ramp. Lots of nades going over this A side. That's going to force rotations. The Heaven player actually dropping in. One more still up there, but yeah, it's only trying to force utility and attention away as Xantares gets flashed out on ramp. Smooya has come in on rotation. He can get a kill here and soften up this attack from North, but this attack from North will not come through. They back up and Xantares re-aggresses. What an insanely ballsy call to go for that. And he might even go one step further as well through that smoke. Now the A play, Tizian lines him up, and Gade gets a team kill in the midst of the madness. Tizian with a double. Kiebi now last alive, and he can't do it. It's going to be 18 rounds to Big. They are fighting for victory. North are fighting for double overtime.
North, I mean, it just feels like all the confidence is gone at such an important time. They're playing a bit scared as they back away from ramp there. They don't, I mean, admittedly, you don't want to run into the AWP with Smooya, right? You understand that. But Xantares' re-aggression, I tell you what, it's once again similar to Mirage. You're giving some respect to a few big names on the big side, and it's when you give them that respect, when you let Xantares start to find his footing, that he looks so terrifying. He was near on absent in the entire map thus far, and then in this overtime, he's had impact after impact, just time and time again, with these players being the man to step up and make all the difference.
And I mean, you know, North have already been taken to overtime by 4 players playing well. When you add on Xantares to that, who's suddenly come alive, that just makes your job even more unrealistic. Can they do it? Can they make it a double overtime? Yugi's gone for the AWP. First T-side ult purchase we've seen in a while. Obviously, overtime facilitates that.
First time he's seen it all T half long for North. He didn't bring it out once.
No, I didn't think of it. I didn't see it at all. I couldn't think of a round, so very well maybe.
What I want now is for North to take us to double OT. Just come in with a big round, you know, like these guys are incredible individuals. I would just love to see them play around that. Xantares, they've got him trapped. They know they've got him. They've got this kill. Oh, what? No, they don't. AZ goes down in the process. Nexus coming to help out. Yugi at least gets that trade, but at what cost? The bomb is out in no man's land. The man advantage is in favor of Big. And this has grinded to a shattering halt once again for the Danes, while now they wait. Their savior, they hope, is Kjaerbye up here in heaven.
Oh, but tabseN might find him. If he comes out from Secret in time before Kjaerbye gets into this position, this could be info at least, but he just misses the timing. Tizian's pushed into Hut, trying to gain control towards lobby after losing so many other positions, knowing that heaven is a possibility, and it will be that A play. Cajun and Yugi coming back in from the lobby. Kjaerbye desperately looking for this A pick. They're going to be aware of the Hut possibility, but this kill is everything. If Tizian gets it, the round might just fall apart, but the wall bang from Cajun out from the door. He will find the advantage back in a 3-on-3. Bomb needs to go down here.
It's huge that Cajun is the one to get that and not Kjaerbye, because now, if you're Big, you don't realize this man is up in heaven, and that allows him to shut down Xantares, tabseN, and Smooya. 2 versus 2. Kjaerbye raining down death from above, and he's bought Smooya low. Bomb ticking away, and Big, they've got to attempt this one. We might be heading to double overtime. It certainly feels like it. tabseN, does he have anything left in the tank? First man gone, and now just Kjaerbye to beat, but he can play for time. This heaven position is so strong. Taps the bomb. Kjaerbye's not peeking, and on the back of the time alone, he knows he's done enough. He's such a little goblin up in heaven. Kjaerbye securing the double overtime there. I mean, you can't call that face the goblin. He's an angel. He is an angel of Counter-Strike. But anyway, we're heading into a double overtime. This is continuing, Hugo.
All the rounds.
We get to see even more. And oh my word, it's getting a bit chaotic now, and in a way, I absolutely love that.
To think this is day 1 of stage 2 here at the ESL Pro League, Harry. We have 5 more days of wonderful Counter-Strike, and the first hasn't even ended. I don't want it to. What a round from Kjaerbye, and what a flank as well, to actually think that won them the round with a disadvantage. Smooya, he's had enough, and they might just have enough of him. He smokes the molly, and nice hops to get out. Does retreat with 9 points of health. Ballsy attempt, but unsuccessful. Tizian gets close towards the vent. He had so many kills on the T side through this smoke, and now he's going to look for the reverse. North almost finding him as that smoke fades, but he gets a new one down in time, and North are just putting pressure on this A site, trying to get rid of utility, but Big are not falling for it. Holding on to all their grenades for the time being. Another smoke to feign a vent drop, goes both ways. Big again throwing out another. You can still walk through that if you're North, if you really want to play with fire, but you don't know if there's someone down inside of the vents. Smoke's outside, going back to a classic. Smooya's the only player on B, and he's just jiggling between that and ramp, and there is still a lurk that could come down through ramp in the form of Cajun, so needs to be aware of the possibility. By this point, North are already down lower.
And Smooya is the man to defend this B side of the map on 9 points of health. Kjaerbye even getting a crossover towards Old Hell, or just Hell, I keep doing that at the minute. Xantares caught on the ladder.
Yeah.
And oh dear, the A site. Oh, might not be all it seems. Tizian has made this look doable with that double. Not quite able to keep the transfer up, but he's done all Big could have hoped for For Nex and Smooya, it's doable, but guess where Kjaerbye is? He's in heaven. I called him the angel of Counter-Strike. Well, you would think so, with how often he finds himself in this position.
Oh, the swap.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
But this only plays in the favor of North. The time is ticking. They've got to get up, and they know the gate is still in the back lines. Oh, my, what a shot. How on earth did Big win that round? Smooya just hits a blinder towards heaven, and the defuse comes in. I thought surely that even just the knowledge that Gabe was in the backline would have been enough pressure to keep North in that round, but immediate kills from Big coming up through the vents. And look at this spray from Tizian. Again, this guy has just been unkillable up on that A site. He has not gone down without multiple frags on the defense. This is absolutely mad, this matchup. 19-18, first of WOT taken from Big. North going to look to bounce back in the second. Fast mollies to stop these faster plays, and we've had plenty of them, but no one out through the door just yet. No vent dive for this round. Xantara's solo ramp right now. He's had Smooya joining him on rotation with the AWP, but he's up in mini for a change, and, well, it will work out wonderfully, finding a pick. Xantara's is going to have to drop B if they try and assault ramp, but that's fine with a man advantage. Smooya getting caught, and Kjaerbye playing the trigger discipline. That is so smart, and he's going to get paid for it as well. Double kill from Kjaerbye. The wrap back through yard is there, but Nex is going to get forced out with a Molotov, and he can't take a kill down with him. This is falling apart now for Big. tabseN going to try and pick up the pieces of the round, but it's a 2-on-3, and he's smoked out.
Oh, but he's done so much damage. This is it.
Oh, no.
What? This is insane. The bomb is dropped out in the open, and it's Yugi now alone. 1v2, and it all to do. Both the players are low. They've traded places, and Yugi, he sees the barrel. tabseN caught out in the open. What is this round of Counter-Strike? Yugi's going to try and grab this bomb. There's still time to work with. Time is not the enemy right now. In fact, it's Yugi's best friend, the only thing that he's got going his way. And he'll hold for now, anticipating that maybe Xantares has gone for a flank in through ramp. Okay. This is a real double-edged sword. If it worked, Yugi would look like a genius, but it hasn't. And this has allowed Xantares to reposition up into the far side of the rafters. Yugi, not looking the right way. And that is sometimes how the pendulum swings. Big, they steal that round back. And oh my, what a blinder of a game this is, especially after Kjaerbye gets those 2 kills from playing the trigger discipline. The fact that Big can recover that round is insane. And at the same time, for North, heartbreaking.
Yeah, they just read everything right. They even read Nex behind the vents. He never peeked. He never gave away that position, but they've died from it so many times from Tizian in the North. They get that kill, and they immediately take a 4-on-2. Big, still with the lead, still with the 2 rounds in WOT. Can they make it a flawless half? That would be the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, but Yugi doesn't want to let it happen. Takes that AWP kill outside, drops Smooya to start things off. A play that Smooya has already tried in this half, or in this map, rather. And it's going to get red. Tizian having to drop B, tabseN getting dropped outside. It's the Krieg on Kjaerbye. Cajun's even holding for this ramp push. Xantara's not ready for the tight angle. And one by one, Big walk into the firing line. It's a 5-on-2. We may have seen some unreal, unwinnable rounds won by Big, but this is not going to be one of them.
Oh, Kjaerbye, I mean... It's like he's seizing pheromones. He's like a xenomorph. But yet still, actually, Tizian's gotten away with a kill there. And as ran through Secret, he's bounding through those halls to get into a position where he can either rotate up towards A or defend this B bomb. So he'll wait in the vents, heads up through the vent, and goes for this lobby push perhaps. He sees that Squeaky was clear, and ramp control's now been taken by North. Tizian, he's just gotten ahead of Kjaerbye with that Molotov going in. He might feel safe to peek on the back of it. He'll hear the player rotating away. Now they know it's B. They know that this bomb is going down on this side of the map. 2v4 for Nex and Tizian. As you say, we've seen some phenomenal 2vx's from Big, but this is one that they should not have any day of the week. This would require something remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lurk of Kjaerbye. He guarantees a kill with this position. As soon as Tizian makes a single step of noise, and he has to eventually, that's a kill, but he swings out early, and he goes wide. Tizian gets that frag. Never should have happened, but still shouldn't be a worry. Time is in the favor of North. The nade could be good, but AZ is not going down from that. Next looking desperately for a kill, doesn't check below him, doesn't convince himself, and AZ cleans it up with a double. That will be North taking one T-side round at the end of the half. That's all these guys have mustered in overtime. Someone needs to break the curse, someone needs to break the spirit, and it might be Big sitting in the lead by one.
And I mean, that's the thing, you know, like normally I'd feel safe making predictions, I'd feel safe even speaking about that, but at this point, man, it's so scrappy and it's so about just these huge individual moments that even though it's right down to the wire, anyone could take this. You know, Big, they might have a round advantage, they might only need 2 in this second half. Are they gonna get 2? I don't know. Yugi up outside, aggressively so, over on red. Not something we've seen North really try and do, put the AWP here. It's more been Smooya's kind of vibe to take this position.
Yeah, Yugi's just been playing like safe secret and watching, you know, passive yard, not even going wide out to check main or you know, a red box play. Oh, very, very close. I think he was seen. Spooner might have that information. No, he's still scoped on secret, and Yugi's got the headshot. Can just dive down towards B. The safety of the site awaits him with the man advantage for North. Big, where do they go from here? They have all the utility in the world. That is the best thing going for them right now. Yugi's going to swap positions with Cajun, who will take control down towards B, allowing Yugi to scope up on the ramp room. There is one man here, that's Antares, just trying to lay down some pot shots. Big deciding against the outside smokes, been given a lot of room after Yugi moved down towards B, and they're going to exploit that.
Kirby is the master of main, though. So often he was able to open rounds up here on the T side, and so often he was able to hold it on the CT side. This round, no exception. Now the A play, Gade's back up on top of his trusty silos, but this time he's immediately cut down from them. Kirby and AZ have done what they can, but is that going to be enough next in the clutch? 1v2, 10 seconds as this bomb plant is coming in, and Kirby wrapping the extremities of this site. Surely Nex is not going to survive this one, and Kirby sniffs him out. 20-20, we're all tied up in the second half of double overtime. Let's not forget, the magic number we're looking for is 22 rounds. If it goes 21, we're heading to another OT.
Always possible, Harry, how this game has gone. There's no reason to suggest that it's going to end here and now. And a retake found by North. 40 rounds deep into this game, in the third map of this best of 3, Harry. The Pro League finals on the horizon for some of these teams, but a brutal path to get there. AWP back out for both sides. I'd like to again see Big go back towards this ramp control that they've been pretty lackluster on, pretty all T side to be honest, but right now just going fast towards the yard. They've got the smokes down, Tabson is crossed. He's alone though, remember. The rest of them in lobby. Oh, the smoke spam is perfect. Kirby keeping things up. Santaris, that's a molly that Chad likes to break down, and well, Gage will break them down. 2 kills in the hut. And Big, this is surely done. Surely an unwinnable 2-on-5. Next is going to get smoked off again. They just can't catch a break. The molly even missing and going back in their face.
The door wasn't actually open, so...
That's going to make things a little rougher.
And the heartbreaking thing about giving this up if you're Big is you came into this second half of the second overtime with the map with the round advantage, right? So now suddenly you're looking at this, you're 20-21 down. You are now competing for a third overtime. You're trying to keep the dream burning. That is certainly not the motivation that they were hoping for. You know, they were looking for a victory here in this second half.
And it might just be out of their hands. Smooth, you can't buy the AWP. Next can throw it over though, so it's not a worry. He's already got it. Phew. He was $50 off. I was going to say, that would be a rough way to go.
I was wondering, I was like, how on earth have they spent all their money? But no, it's fine.
It's only him. It's only him.
And Cajun switching things up now, and it's ballsy to do. He will back away, but I like that. You know, not afraid to be a bit more aggressive North. And now we're starting to see this confident Danish squad that we saw early returning to its former glories. As Kjaerbye's pushed the extremities of outside, he's got so much information from this. Also, that bomb, guess where it is? It is outside, so Kjaerbye can actually catch them trying to go back. However, they've seen him, and now Kjaerbye's aggression, while it was looking like a massive advantage for North, it's become a liability. It's given up that man advantage, and so suddenly this whole side of the map that you were feeling so safe and so secure in, well, now it's all gone dark, and that fog of war is thick, to say the very, very least. They have no idea where Big are. With 50 seconds left on the clock, the German squad, well, they're now in the driver's seat.
Heaven smoke being thrown from Smooya into that A site. Lots of different smokes from Big. They've got outside, they've got main, they've got Heaven. This is a crazy execute. That molly is perfect as well. Forces AZ to the back of the site. Yugi has to take up the angle with the AWP, but the flashes are in. Big aren't even committed. 25 seconds, only just starting to move into A now, and the Flames are making it very hard for North to see a thing. They can only see death. Yugi with one, needs a round, needs a saving grace, and the bomb's been dropped. 15 seconds, Cajun can do it all, but he's gonna get traded, and Big will take us for another one, a third overtime, just when you thought this game couldn't get any better, or longer for that matter. Well, it will.
They say big things come in threes. We saw that with Tabson, and now we're seeing it with overtimes. 21-21. The magic number that we're looking for now is 25 rounds.
Correct, Aaron.
For the team that wants to take this one over the line, if
4 out of
anyone
6
does. Alternatively, you know, we just keep doing this.
Yeah, we could do this all night, really. I've not got any plans.
I've never seen a game of Counter-Strike just turn into a war of attrition. It's like, you know, who collapses at their desk first? Let's find out. It probably would be us. I don't know how much longer I can keep operating at this level of excitement for Kjaerbye and Gade. They don't want to keep operating at this level much longer either. They've shut this round down with a commanding 2K between the two of them, and Yugi's there to put the final piece of the puzzle into place. 22-21, first round of the third overtime of the first half goes the way of North. That sentence rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, simple. Yeah, I mean, you reach this point when you're like 50 rounds deep, where, you know, things are just getting wild. Big just rushing through Hut and getting mowed down. I'm kind of tired of these A plays from Big. I would love to see outside / ramp. Again, Steve, it's not been a position for either team really this game. It's been so dormant. Even getting control and sending one player out there, just trading your way to a position could be good. Something new, something different, something spicy. But this is spicy. Tizian's just run through Squeaky. He's blind as anything. Gabe with a double kill on that A site. And Tizian, oh, he's dodged a Molotov pretty well there, but it's still going to spread and burn him down to 7. Smooya catching a kill inside of the lobby. Tizian's just cowering in a smoke. Once that fades, he is on the chopping block. And Yugi is going to take him right off of the round. Smooya does get out ramped, but he has got a 1-on-3. Does have the B-bomb site, but so does Kjaerbye, and he is not waiting for anyone. 23-21, double rounds for North. This has been 2-1, every CT side, 2-1. Will the curse finally be broken? Will 3 rounds finally come through for North?
Hey, we've had a real affinity with the number 3 today, and I feel like it'll be the 3 rounds, the flawless half that you need to get you over the finish line. And North now in a spot where that feels realistic, because for Big, you know, these last 2 rounds have come down to nothing more than these fast A plays. You touch upon outside, and it's a bit heartbreaking for Big. Every time they've actually tried it, in the few times that they've had, North have put players here to counteract it, and then it seems like in the rounds where they don't go outside, North have actually had no one outside.
Kjaerbye's been such a nuisance as well. Like every round just pushed up close mini, pushed up red box, doing exactly what he's doing right now. Not even dedicating, just having control, and that smoke denies so much from Big. They don't want to play with it. They don't want to push round while that smoke's down because they don't know what angle Kjaerbye's playing, and it can be very hard to trade around that smoke. That's an important kill. Gade obviously getting the opening kill. He's been so great towards the Hut. Yugi with his AWP, same story, and Smooya will trade back, keeping this one up for question for Big, keeping this one as a possibility to get their first T-side round. Zantara is trying to get out ramp. He does push a player down, and that is a huge amount of control gain. This is the value of just sending one player out, but they haven't got the bomb. They've got to double back for that, and that's given room for North to move up. Gabe pushed once again into the Hut. If he goes any further, he might be able to take control of lobby. Big have no one there, but they do have the bomb back in their hand.
and with Zantares getting that kill, now the seed of doubt is in North's mind. They know that this could end up anywhere. They've just given away that man advantage. They saw the bomb. They saw it crossing in lobby. They hear the footsteps of Smooya running into his teammates over at ramp. This still might not be the B commitment, especially not with Tabson over here in hell. He starts to get up into heaven. However, double stack in the A bomb site from North. Big. They've taken a gamble. They've tried to have the read that North will have rotated extra players down towards that B side of the map, and that is simply not the case. Smooya trying to get this bomb planted, and it's a last-second bomb plant. Now Zantares to try and clutch this out. AZ taps the bomb, and he flicks on up. AZ's fast as ever. 24 rounds for North.
Zantares shot the dead body. He saw a CT dead there. It was a player who was already on top of the site. And he shoots the dead body instead of AZ. AZ was sticking that defuse, by the way. He assumed he had cover from the vent or a timing to at least allow for that stick. If Zantares just went a little bit wider, he would have had that kill and a 1v1 with the bomb planted for him, plus the Molotov still left in his kit. Dear, oh dear, Harry, that is not the way you want to go out. 3 rounds in a row for North. Like we said, someone needed that magic 3 numbers, and they might just find their 4th here on the T side.
Oh, some confidence for Yugi. I love it. I love it when he's feeling the game. He goes immediately towards Squeaky, flings that open, and now Tabson denied any peek towards his side of the map early. Doesn't give them a kill, but we will keep an eye on it. Smoke now goes down, and that gives Tabson a veil to move behind. Do keep your eye on number 5 on the minimap. Kirby sat up on top of the hut. He's been so good at taking outside control. Big have really neglected this, even on the CT side, right? They don't really have anyone playing towards this outside area. Instead, Smooya's been here to assist at ramp. And so even if he's kept things in a 4-on-4, it's allowed Kirby the timing outside. Smooya not able to deal with the Dane in the back. And now man advantage for North. Match and series point in triple overtime, and only next left to keep the dream burning for Big. 1v4 required North. They might have finally done it here. In what, round 46?
Yes. That's a lot of rounds, Harry, and we're not done just yet. He's got a chance as a player out on A. Cajun gonna win the fight straight away, and that is it. North have done it. A absolutely barn-burning game as we hit triple overtime, all 3 maps, all the rounds, even more rounds, but it's gonna be North to take their first victory here for the second stage of ESL Pro League Season 10, looking to get through these 2 groups, looking to get to Odense, to play in the